And welcome to the Sunday News at 10. I'm Doug Petcash. Cases of avian flu are dropping across Idaho, with fewer and fewer cases being reported to Idaho Fish and Game's Wildlife Health Lab. A good sign. News Channel 7's Tristan Lewis joins us now with a look at how things are continuing to be handled locally. Tristan?
Doug, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture's database, cases of avian flu have only been identified 6 times across the country this month. And the last time it was detected in Idaho was on May 24th. But many bird enclosures around the Treasure Valley still are not taking any chances when it comes to safety. On a nice summer Sunday, people around the Treasure Valley flocked to Zoo Boise. But while they had to check out the lions and hyenas, they may notice some bird exhibits look a little different.
We have been trying to keep a lot of our animals kind of inside.
Since April, Zoo Boise has taken steps to protect its 36 birds from avian flu, also known as bird flu. Those steps include covering outdoor bird exhibits and bringing some birds inside to reduce their chance of exposure.
And so it's definitely been trying to make sure that you're giving them the best care possible and protecting them from avian influenza.
Just a few weeks ago, Boise Parks and Recreation reported staff were removing dozens of dead wild birds a day from Boise parks.
Well, obviously we have a lot of waterfowl, which is primarily what's been affected by the bird flu. A lot of that waterfowl lives in our parks, and a lot of our parks are along the Boise River.
Migratory waterfowl are known to carry avian flu. It's what Boise Parks and Rec Director Doug Holloway believes is the culprit behind the many wild bird deaths in Boise parks.
I think it's come and gone in the past, but I don't think to this extent that we have seen.
But as of last week, Holloway is happy to report the situation has changed.
It has tapered off, and we're not seeing as many right now, and in fact, we've been going days without seeing any at all.
Idaho Fish and Game are also getting fewer reports of dead birds, but says just because the worst of it appears to be over, doesn't mean it's completely over. The department urges those with domestic birds to continue to be cautious.
We have birds here that are potentially valuable for breeding purposes and could potentially even be like on an endangered species list.
That's why Zoo Boise's bird natural enclosure spaces will continue to look a little different just a bit longer.
So we want to just make sure that we're taking every precaution possible.
And don't worry, many of the birds at Zoo Boise are still accessible to guests. They're just inside behind a glass. Zoo Boise says as things continue to get drier and hotter outside, they're hopeful it'll kill more of the virus, and they're hoping birds will be back in their exhibits in just a few months. And Doug, Fish and Game asks people to continue to report large die-offs of birds so that they can keep track.
Keeping track of that and also keeping the birds at the zoo safe, because they are definitely important birds. All right, Tristan, thank you so much.